welcome back. In this episode I've decided I'm going to make a modification to my lathe. So let's have a look at the old girl. There she is. I have replaced the bearings in the headstock. I've replaced the bearings in the lathe shaft. Yesterday I had to fix the motor. This poor old girl, she's 20 years old, and she's, I guess, been using it more recently, and it's been suffering as a result. There's a saddle clamp off the lathe shaft. There you go. When I looked at it yesterday, the day before, that's what it came out like. And I thought, got to make another one of those. So I started to try and, I got as far as taking the chuck off to put the four jaw on to turn that chunk of steel into one of those. However, it all went to pot when the motor didn't start. So I've had to strip the back, the splash guard off, the lamp. I had to take the base out. I had to take all of the crap that I store behind it out, and we're not short of crap to store. Took the motor off, and it's a big motor. It's hang on, she's under there. You probably can't see that very well, but it's a 3 horsepower. I can't remember. It's a 2 or 3 horsepower motor. Anyway, it wouldn't start, and with these, with the type of motor that you get in this is a single phase motor in here, and there's an additional winding that I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it slews the rotating magnetic field. But it's only designed to run until the motor's actually running, and then when it's up to speed it latches on to the mains frequency spinning flux ring, rotating flux. I think I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the net result is that this auxiliary winding to just get the motor running actually only kicks in when the motor is very slow or stationary. So there's a centrifugal switch in the motor, and the contacts had become a bit corroded. So I've cleaned them up, and now we're running. However, it's only a matter of time now until the contacts will every time that they engage and disengage, there's always a splash, a little spark, and that erodes the contacts. And once you've eroded the surface of them and you're through to the base metal, because they're plated often with something called palladium, I think, and once you're through that, then you're on a downward slope. So eventually the old girl is going to have a new motor. So when that does finally happen, I'll convert it to a 3-phase with a variable frequency drive to give variable speed. Anyway, I digress. Actually, I can demonstrate this if I just hang on. Right, I can demonstrate, and you can hear. So if I turn her on and then engage. Right, when I turn it off, listen. That clunk you hear is the centrifugal switch disengaging. So anyway, that's all now fixed, temporarily fixed. But I thought, whilst I'm here and I've got the old girl in bits, the later models of these, there we go. The later models of these don't come with this stupid piece of metal to block the hole up. They actually come with a shelf. I haven't got enough steel at the moment to weld up a proper shelf. However, what I'm going to do is just make a wooden box to go in here. So I'll take the measurements of what I need to make, and then we'll take it from there. It just strikes me as being a far more sensible thing to have some form of storage under there. It does come with these, which has got a few of the sort of ancillaries that it came with. There's a travelling steady, a fixed steady, there's some grease guns. I have a spare tool post holder. I've got a couple of angle plates in there and a face plate. But I'm running out of space up the top here since we made these additional tool holders. So I thought the thing to do is to get rid of this, which has got just accessories, change gears and bits and pieces in it, and put that on a shelf under there, and then I'll have a bit more space at the top here. Right, this is what we're after, a simple cube with an open front, and then I'll possibly put one or two shelves in it. I've got some nice thick ply that I can use for that. So I do all my stuff in metrique or milliscrods. So let me get some wood and I'll start this. Right, welcome to the shed. There's my portable table saw. I've got the greatest respect for this blasted thing, as it's put me in hospital. You won't be able to see this at all well, but I had the plaster is from an injury from yesterday, but you probably won't be able to see. But I had a kickback on this saw a couple of years ago, and the piece of wood that came off hit my thumb. I was pushing through like this, and the piece of wood had the riving knife off the back at the time, which was the biggest mistake I've made. The wood rode up over the back, tilted like this, came back at me, and it hit my thumb so hard that it took the skin, or took the flesh down to the bone. So I ended up in hospital, and I had to go back the following day and have a small operation to put it back together again. I think I've got arthritis now. It's really quite painful. It's never really properly recovered. So when you see people on YouTube pushing pieces of wood through, or pieces of metal that I've seen in some places, pushing them through, and they've got their fingers right close to the blade, they're morons. Don't do it. You've been warned from somebody who's been caught, and I do use all the precautions I can. Anyway, enough of the lecture. I found some wood. I've got a top and a bottom, a crappy old piece of MDF for the top, piece of facing ply for the bottom, two pieces of facing ply for the sides, a piece of old flooring grade for the back. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. That's all we need. So that's my plan. So it's quite a simple thing to build. I'll put the side table on the saw, and lastly I've got a couple of sizable, this is 18-20mm ply. That's quite substantial stuff for a shelf or two. There. Put that in. Side. Well, there we go. One box. Okay, there we go. So what's left is a coat of paint. While the paint dries on the box, I need to get in and cut these strips out on either side, which is a job for one of these with a really thin cut-off wheel, so that I don't have to cut more than I need. So it's a case just whipping through the welds. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully.
There we go.
Okay, didn't fit. There's a surprise. Just a bit too tall. So I've taken the top off, and to say it's snug is an underestimate. Excellent. Right, time to put all the stuff I store behind there back behind there, and yeah, spot on. And we'll call that a job. So I'll clear up. See you next time. Thanks for watching.